In the middle of a barren desert, where the sun blazed fiercely and the wind never stopped howling, stood a small, fragile tree. Its branches were thin and brittle. Its leaves had long since withered, and its roots clung desperately to the cracked earth. Every day was a fight for survival. The little tree often wondered, why was I planted here? Why in this endless wasteland, where no bird rests, no traveler stops, and nothing grows? The nights were even worse. Cold winds whipped against its frail body, and in the daytime the scorching sun burned without mercy. The tree bore no fruit, no flowers, and no shade, just loneliness, pain, and waiting. One morning, as the tree swayed hopelessly in the wind, it noticed a flock of birds flying overhead. Among them was a golden dove. Summoning all its strength, the tree whispered, "Dear bird, please stop." The golden dove descended gently and perched on one of its fragile branches. "What's wrong, little one? Why do you look so weak and sorrowful?" The tree sighed. "My life is nothing but suffering. No matter how hard I try, I cannot grow. I give no shade, no fruit, no beauty. I feel useless. Tell me, where are you going, beautiful dove?" The dove replied softly, "I'm flying toward the gardens of heaven." Hope flickered in the tree's heart. "Please," it begged, "when you arrive, ask God about me. Ask him how long I must endure this pain. Will there ever be a day when I finally bloom?" The dove promised, "I'll ask," and flew away. When it reached the gardens of heaven, the dove was greeted by a radiant angel at the gates. The dove bowed and said, "There is a lonely tree in the desert. It suffers endlessly. Can you tell me its fate?" The angel opened the book of destiny. "That tree has 15 more years of hardship written for it. Until then, it will not bloom, nor will anyone rest beneath its shade." The dove's heart sank. "If I tell the tree this, it will shatter completely. Is there no way to ease its burden?" The angel thought for a moment and replied, "Tell the tree this. In every situation, whether dry, stormy, lonely, or shaken by the wind, say these words: 'Thank you, God, for everything.' This is its true test." The dove returned and shared the angel's message. At first, the tree didn't understand. How could it thank God when all it had ever known was misery? But after a while, it whispered, "If this is my test, then I will try." From that day forward, whenever the scorching sun burned its branches, the tree said, "Thank you, God, for everything." When fierce winds nearly uprooted it, the tree whispered, "Thank you, God, for everything." When its last leaves fell and it stood bare, it still breathed, "Thank you, God, for everything." Days turned into weeks. Then something miraculous began to happen. The dry soil softened beneath its roots. After years of drought, tiny drops of rain fell from the sky. Slowly, green shoots appeared on its branches. Its roots dug deeper, finding hidden water underground. Soon, leaves unfurled and blossoms opened like little miracles. One day, travelers passing through the desert were astonished to see a flourishing tree in the middle of the barren land. They rested in its cool shade, drank from a spring that had formed nearby, and ate fruit from its branches. Birds returned, building nests and filling the air with song. Not long after, the golden dove returned. It was stunned. The once broken tree now stood tall and strong, full of life and beauty. The dove hurried back to heaven and asked the angel, "How can this be? You said 15 years of sorrow were written, yet in only a short time its life has transformed." The angel smiled. "Yes, its destiny was sorrow. But gratitude has the power to shorten suffering and even change fate." By thanking God in every condition, the tree burned away the weight of its past. Its test was completed not in 15 years, but in just a few days. Gratitude opened the gates of mercy. The dove was in awe. From then on, the lonely tree became a sanctuary in the desert. Travelers, animals, and birds all came to it for shade, fruit, and rest. But the tree never forgot its years of pain. With every sunrise and every storm, it continued to whisper softly, "Thank you, God, for everything." The story of the tree spread far and wide. People who once complained about every hardship remembered the tree's lesson. They too began saying, "Thank you, God, for everything." And just like the tree, their lives began to bloom. So, dear reader, make yourself a promise today. No matter what your situation is, good or bad, painful or joyful, always say with all your heart, "Thank you, God, for everything." Gratitude has the power to turn deserts into gardens and sorrow into joy.